I would like to have the honor of welcoming you to the second episode of Shootin' the Breeze.
It's been an
a
honor.
journey. It's been a journey, I would say. So anyway, we hope you listened to the first episode.
Because if you didn't, this episode will make
Yeah.
no sense.
You're gonna have no idea what's going on.
You'll be pretty lost.
You will be dumbfounded.
You could say that again.
Dumbfounded.
So anyway, as our fans know, this is our second episode. If you look back at our first episode, our topic that we covered was firsts. All about firsts. Beginnings, new beginnings.
Old beginnings.
Yes, everything. Right, Seth?
Future beginnings.
And so on this episode, I think it feels right to go ahead and make this topic seconds.
That's what I was hoping it was gonna be about.
Mm-hmm. Seconds. So it's two things. Like, the second tries, second chances.
Second places.
Yes, exactly.
And this episode is going to be talking about that maybe second place is really first.
If you believe. If you try
If
hard.
you want to think that.
So,
So, if I may begin,
mm-hmm.
I would like to start off this conversation by bringing up a man.
Go on.
So let's take it back to 1984.
Go on.
All right. Now, first some background on the year 1984. All right. Now, based on predictions in the novel by George Orwell,
Go on.
1984 was meant to be a dystopia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we all know,
Who was president? Who was controlling the White House? Go on.
his name was.
Can we get that? Can we get confirmation on who was the president?
I think his name was Ronald Reagan.
Who was the president? I want confirmation. I want full.
Everyone just be
calling,
really quiet.
I'm calling the White House.
Who was controlling Congress?
Who was president?
Yes, White House.
During.
I need information on the year 1984.
1984. Good thing you said that because I was not listening.
Let's just get some facts about 1984. Set the mood of where we're coming from.
Ronald Reagan.
The president. I'm getting confirmation. The president of the United States in the year 1984 was Ronald Reagan.
Can we get some more facts about 1984 to really set the tone?
Well, if I may continue about George Orwell's novel.
Well, he's getting some facts. You can keep going about George Orwell's novel.
In this novel, we all know this, of course, but the novel 1984 features a dystopian future in which the government controls its citizens with an iron fist.
George Orwell. And
also known for his novel Animal Farm.
Animal Farm.
Yes.
Animal Farm is a book that I have not read, but I have seen the feature film.
The animated or the live action?
The live action.
Yes.
Which brings me to another topic. Animal acting, which is one of my favorite things.
Yes.
Air Bud. Babe.
Yes.
Babe in the City. A
Babe
Pig in the City. Let's go Charlotte's Web. Let's talk about it.
Okay, Charlotte's Web. I remember Charlotte's Web when I was a little boy. I was always very sad because at the end, Charlotte, of course, passes away.
Can you be honest with me?
Yes.
Have you ever cried at the end of Charlotte's Web?
I would say that's very likely to be true.
And let's talk about.
Well, if I may, I would like I'd like to continue on our discussion of Charlotte's Web. I do remember when I was a young child, I had a brief career in theater.
Go on.
And I did portray Wilbur in the Lone Oak Elementary School second grade production of Charlotte's Web.
You were Wilbur?
I was Wilbur.
I was one of the farmers who just come out and have like one line and just go like, "Wow" or "Amazing."
Yes.
Those are some of the best parts.
Well, the teacher kept on telling me every time I came out and just had my one line, I'd just come out and go like, "Terrific," and the teacher would be like, "That's golden."
I remember that back then, like, no one wanted to play Wilbur, which was I was surprised at that. And I quickly realized the reason it was. You see, Wilbur is, as we know, a pig. What color is a pig?
Pink.
Pink. Yes.
Oh,
now,
it's the girl role.
In second grade.
The girl role.
In second grade, pink was known as a girl color.
Oh.
Girl color.
Color.
Yes. So,
And speaking of
But
state-
Wilbur is
when I was a young
Wilbur's
boy,
a boy.
I took the role.
Really?
I portrayed Wilbur in the pink costume, and I think that I say that I did a lot for the progression of civil rights. Yes.
Yes, you
I'm a
were
hero in the
combative against gender norms. Good job. And speaking
Were
of
you made fun of?
speaking
Sorry.
of stage productions, can we give a hand to Peter/Wendy?
Yeah.
That's all.
Back to 1984.
Yeah,
Seth,
let's get some facts.
Do we have any information on 1984?
Man, what a year. George Airwood. Okay.
Let me get back to the root of why I bring up 1984 to begin with. Now, 1984 was a special year because that's when the Olympics took place. Yes.
Where were the Olympics held?
In 1984. And so, one contestant in the Olympics competed in jiu-jitsu. His name was Jung Oh Hwang. And he competed in the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, California,
Los Angeles.
which
Okay.
he won the silver medal.
Second place.
Second place. You see, and so I think a lot of times people think of second place as having, a bit of a stigma around
First
it.
loser.
Yeah, but let me ask you this: have you ever been in the 1984 Summer Olympics, or any Olympics for that matter?
It's an honor just to go.
Mm-hmm. And he won a silver medal, a second
Silver
place
medal. Mm-hmm.
It's a big accomplishment.
Okay, so what's your personal connection to this guy, Luke?
I have no personal connection to Grandmaster Jung Oh Hwang.
Yeah, I think you just wanted to chit chat about him because it's such an interesting story.
Yes.
And speaking of the Olympics, can we talk about the corruption of the FIFA Confederation?
Yes. FIFA. Okay. The World Cup is a sham.
The World Cup, they use slaves to build. They use slaves.
It's a sham.
Oh my god.
FIFA is a lie. Alright.
FIFA's a lie.
I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of?
You know what? I'm just saying one thing. I'm not scared of anything.
Mm-hmm. I'm scared of slavery.
I'm not scared of anything. But I'm scared.
Yeah. There's an aura around this whole thing, and I think they're coming for us.
Well, honestly, guys, we gotta be careful talking about FIFA.
Yeah, they'll listen.
As journalists, we
will be silenced.
We're sacrificing ourselves for the truth.
I will sacrifice my life for this podcast.
I agree with that
Because it means so much to me. And can I say one thing?
You can try.
Let's move on.
I think. Was it time?
Is that what I do?
Do you hear that?
Welcome back to Pop Culture with Luke. So, today I have something that I would like to discuss. So, of course, we all know that today's topic is seconds, yes? And so, I would like to examine a particular film series. This series, I would say, is one of the more influential trilogies to come about in the last couple of decades, I would say. Is
Century?
Yeah, maybe. And this trilogy that I'm talking about is, of course, Kung Fu Panda. Now, Kung Fu Panda is known for many things. Of course, Jack Black's portrayal of Po, I would say, was robbed at the Oscars. Is that fair to say? I think so. So,
Earthquake! There's an earthquake. That's why there's this noise.
So anyway, I would say Jack Black's portrayal of Po is one of the more bodacious portrayals in an animated film in recent years. Of course, also great work from Angelina Jolie, who portrayed Tigress in the film, as well as Dustin Hoffman, Lucy Liu, and Jackie Chan. But particularly, there's a film I'd like to discuss in this series, and that is, of course, Kung Fu Panda 2. Now, in this film, there's a portrayal from Gary Oldman, who portrays the villain of the film. Yes, the villain. And the villain's name is, of course, Lord Shin. And Gary Oldman, famous actor, portrays him. Also, another outstanding performance in this trilogy is James Hong as Mr. Ping, and also Jean-Claude Van Damme as Master Croc.
It's pretty good.
And so I would also like to discuss, in the first film, there's a character whose death scene shocked the world, I would say, and that is, of course, Master Oogway.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Well, if you haven't seen the film by now, I mean, this podcast isn't for you. But Master Oogway, played by Randall Duck Kim. Now, Master Oogway, the relationship between Master Oogway and Master Shifu, I would say, is one of the bolder relationships between masters that is an animated film. Of course, the conflict is that Master Shifu, at the core, I think, is afraid when he gets the news that Tai Lung is approaching and that the Dragon Warrior may not be prepared to fight him. He is filled with fear. And Master Oogway, being the master that he is, comforts him and tells him, in his own words, there are no accidents. And I think, honestly, the lessons that we've learned in the Kung Fu Panda trilogy translate to a much broader message worldwide.
What's the message?
There are no accidents. And of course, to relate this back to our main topic, Kung Fu Panda 2. So the second film of the trilogy, of course. Now, one of the things that intrigues me about Kung Fu Panda 2 is the journey that Po takes to find his father. Now, I think that's something that we can all relate to, feeling estranged, feeling like an outsider, feeling like we don't belong. But in Kung Fu Panda 2, we learn that it's okay to be different. And, you belong wherever you are. Wherever you want to belong, you belong. And I think, honestly, that is probably a beautiful thing, if I may be so bold to say. So I'd like to thank you for joining me today on Pop Culture with Luke. And let's move on.
We are part of this universe, we are in this universe, but perhaps more important than both of those facts is that the universe is in us. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
And hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Sam, and this week, in the science portion of this show, I will be presenting you with a story of a man. So last week, I talked about the first man to walk on the moon. First, that was our topic last week, and this week, our topic is seconds. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, and weeks. And I would like to talk about something very important to me. The second man to walk on the moon. And so when we think of the moon travel, first we think of the United States, whoop whoop. Second, we think of the first man to walk on the moon. And of course, that's Neil Armstrong, who I mentioned last week. And it pains me to say, a man that's had maybe as much or more influence in the space community and on my personal expeditions is Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin is the second man to walk on the moon. He was originally supposed to be the first, but for some reason he was not. Let me tell you a little about Buzz. And first, let me say, Buzz is a lot more than just an onomatopoeia. he is a man. Buzz he still is because he's not dead. He is an American engineer, former astronaut, and command pilot in the United States Air Force. As lunar module pilot in the Apollo 11 missions, he and his mission commander Neil Armstrong were the first 2 humans to land on the moon. Crazy. He was born on January 20th, 1930, and meaning he is 88 whole years old now, and he was born in Glen Ridge, New Jersey. Glen Ridge, New Jersey, I'll tell you a little about that so we can really get an understanding for his upbringing. Is in a borough in Essex County, New Jersey, United States, and as of 2010 had a population of 7,527 people, which kind of shows that he was kind of that all-American boy that had a small-town upbringing, but little did many people know that small-town boy would grow up to have a big future. Let me tell you more about it. Okay, he has had 3 spouses and 3 children. Coincidence? I don't know. He has been in Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Dancing with the Stars, and The Simpsons.
Who did he play on Dancing with the Stars?
He played himself, but I guess he was a star. He was a star, and it's crazy to see that a man that has touched the stars be on Dancing with the Stars. So I guess he is a star in 2 respects.
History.
World War II was also known as the Second World War. And it was a global war that lasted from 1939 to 1948. Well, that's all for history. See you next week.
Whoa, that was really good.
Thanks, guys.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
Luke.
Thank you.
And now, it's time for charades.
All right.
So, welcome back to the second episode of Charades. So, for this episode, Sam is going to close his eyes and his ears, and Seth will decide on a topic. All right, and then I will be describing Seth's motions as he attempts to portray a word to Sam. Seth, you may now choose your topic.
Do you want me to tell you?
No, don't tell me, because that would ruin the game, Seth. Okay, Seth's thinking.
Can't do that.
He's thinking. He's deep in thought. This is proving to be very tough for Seth.
It's the hardest thing I've had to do all week.
Okay. If Seth doesn't pick a topic soon, I'm gonna get mad.
I have an idea.
I'm getting reports that Seth now has an idea.
Okay.
Okay, Seth is now prepared to perform acts of charades for Sam to guess. Seth, please notify Sam that it is time to guess is now.
Your time to guess is now.
Okay, Seth will now begin doing charades. Seth, whenever you're ready. Okay, Seth is making, his hands are in front of him at a level space. He is making a round motion at his stomach. Now he's making a round motion in front of him.
Tigress.
And he's doing a karate chop. It seems to be some sort of chop or attack. And his arms are making, it appears to be, I guess, crocodile. Yes, it appears he is making a crocodile with his arms. Oh, now he is chopping again.
Mantis.
Now his fingers are out.
Monkey.
Nope, now his arms are back doing the crocodile.
Master Shifu.
Okay, Sam's having some struggles now. He guessed Master Shifu. Incorrect.
Mr. Ping.
He has guessed Mr. Ping. Also incorrect. Seth is thinking.
Jungle Wong.
Sam guessed Jungle Wong, which was incorrect. Seth is now chopping again. Oh, now he has made a motion towards his neck. And appearing to be perhaps a decapitation of some sort.
Mr. Miyagi.
Things are getting heated in this podcast room. Things are getting heated. I have no idea what's going to happen next. Okay, Sam is now Seth is motioning into crocodile. He's doing the crocodile motion again. Now his arms are he's doing a round circle. His feet. Oh, now he's throwing something. He appears to be throwing something.
Darts.
I'm just as confused as Sam is right now. Maybe if Seth could give Sam a hint.
It's not alligator.
Seth has said it is not alligator. That is the hint.
Yes.
Crocodile. Sam's getting
Crocodile.
somewhere. Crocodile what?
Who's a crocodile?
Who is a crocodile?
Who's a crocodile that we mentioned
Who is a crocodile that we have
earlier
mentioned?
this episode? Gary Oldman. No.
Gary Oldman is not a crocodile. He is a human man.
What's his name?
Sam is attempting to guess the answer right now.
Master. Shifu. No.
Sam has incorrectly guessed Master Shifu. Master Shifu is not a crocodile. He is in fact a red panda.
You were closer when you guessed. Crocky. Wait. Is it Croc? The answer was Crocs. Crocs.
Okay, I'm not sure if Sam won or not. Seth, did Sam win?
Wait, it was Crocs?
I don't know what happened there,
It
but
was Crocs? No, it was Master Croc.
the answer was Master Croc, portrayed by Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He died in the second.
He died in the second Kung Fu Panda movie. Sam never watched the second Kung Fu Panda. That's all for charades today. Thank you. That's all for the show today. Thank you for joining us.